Hello and welcome to Dad's Escape Gaming, bringing you a Marvel Contest of Champions video for Chapter 7, or Book 2, Act 1, Chapter 1, the new beta that just released today. There's only the first chapter is actually available. We're going to go ahead and jump in here and take the Iron Man down to the left. So there's a couple of global nodes on here. A lot of them are geared towards 6 stars. Unfortunately, I do not have a good 6-star for the Invade path, which has the linked node. So I'm going to run here with my 5-star Max Corvus. So my strategy here with the Invade and Oscillate node is to just kind of bait out the Fury phase of it, get to the Armor Up phase, and then beat into the block. You really don't want to take any hits, even parries. I'm using a 30% boost for this video, and I took 15% damage just off of a single parry, not to mention the damage that was just taken from that heavy attack. But we'll keep plugging away here, bait out this next Fury phase. And the next Armor Up, hammer in, gain some power, fire off a special 2, and then a couple more hits and we'll have this Iron Man wrapped up. I actually really like what Kabam did with this fight, putting Iron Man first. Corvus is kind of a clear choice for this path, and once you get Iron Man down, you get 2 charges for him, one for the tech and one for him being an Avenger. So once you can get those 2 charges, it will make the rest of the path much easier. Especially since we have health pools at 350,000. That's a lot of health. So you're going to need a very high damage output champion, unless you want these fights to take absolutely forever. But we'll get near fight this torch. As long as we can keep glaive charges, it's not too bad to get some intercepts and try to keep ourselves out of the corner. Although we do get back into the corner, we take a special 1. It's alright. Luckily in the beta, the health potions are only 1 gold each, so we will be using a lot of those today. We actually got intercepted there by a special 1. Did not time the special 2 right. Mistimed the special 2 again without the glaive charges active. So not the best gameplay in the world here, but we'll get through the fight, live to see another day, and we'll head on to the next matchup. So up next, X-23. Hoping this fight will go a little bit better than the previous 2. While I don't mind using health potions, once it does come to the live server, that hurts a little bit more than just being able to go spend 1 gold and max yourself out, which I believe I do here. I just automatically assume I'm going to need some more, so just go for the full 25. Top up Corvus real quick, and then get right back into this fight. So it's kind of the same deal. Very much a rinse and repeat with Corvus. Just beat into the block as much as you can. Not really sure what happened there. It's a little aggressive for the defensive phase, but that's alright. Taking off just insane amount of damage with the crits. Nice special one into the block, end that fight. Up to 3 glaive charges now, so the rest of the fights should fall fairly quickly. The next fight here, we have a Nova, and I actually kind of forgot until I started this fight that Corvus is just an absolutely terrible counter for Nova, just because he has the high crit resistance. But I take him in anyway. 3 glaive charges, no problem. I got this. And actually using his Nova's auto block to your advantage here is perfect. And I did get a little cocky on the node and completely failed that SP1 evade and get KO'd. So, but that's all right. Beta server, no big deal. We'll go in, use a revive, use a couple more potions, and we'll get right back into the fight. And much of the same. We get intercepted right here, right at the beginning. Get him to trigger the auto block. That's great. Mess up again. And now we're back into the corner. We are in a bad spot. But bait out the heavy, avoid that, and then it's just right into the block. SP2, and I believe we get off another SP2 to end the fight just before. Oh, not even that. Able to take him down with a combo. But yeah, some sloppy gameplay, very sloppy for sure, but you get through the fight at the end of the day. That's all that matters, and move on to Morningstar. And now this is the one good thing about the Nova fight with Corvus is it was able to get the 4th charge on him because of the auto block that Nova has. So even with the class disadvantage here, this fight actually does go fairly well. Couple hits, get out from the corner. Wait for the armor up to kick in. Oh, and these numbers are just crazy. 21,000 just for hitting into the block. Another combo into a special 2, and the fight is over. So I will say I am kind of a big fan of nodes like this where you can kind of use champions to your advantage as long as you have them. I did run the Flare node in an earlier run, and I actually really like that node because you can pretty much do that with almost any champion, preferably high damage output. But that was one where I was able to do a lot more than just rinse and repeat with Corvus. I was able to use Doom, Sunspot to get through that, and honestly the Yondu boss wasn't bad. So if this is how everything's gonna stick when Act 7 actually goes live, to me that's a big win for Kabam, a big win for the community really, compared to how Act 7 was during the first beta. So you can go through, get a quick completion clear, that's great. If you really want to push and get for exploration, that's when you can get into some more of the niche fights. And here, so one thing that they've added in for this is you can actually switch a character out when you get to this point, which I actually like the idea of. Corvus, at this point, he's useless going up against Claire, so we swap him out for 6-star Ghost. We'll try to take advantage of some of these global nodes with a 6-star champion. So we go in here and yeah, spoiler alert, we get absolutely smacked. take a couple hits, no big deal. Ghost can handle it. You know, we'll just chalk it up to building up some Furies to shrug off some of the debuffs. But really, this is just some poor gameplay, and we end up getting the KO here. Or getting KO'd here. But not before we actually miss on a special 2. I thought she was coming in, and she did not. Yeah, so we chalked that up to a big L, and just do what we should have done in the first place. Bring in Torch, the Mystic Killer, turn on the pre-fight ability, and just absolutely melt this Clairvoyant. So we'll try to keep temperature up, try to keep those debuffs lasting for as long as possible. And then it's just straightforward 5 combos, try to push her to special 2. So that way we don't get as many bleeds on us. And just rinse and repeat from there. Nice special 2 here. Going quick enough, you can get a nice 10 combo off, and then right into a special 1. Bait out another SP2. Wait out the Unstoppable, get him a nice little intercept. We just need to wait out this last Unstoppable phase, get in one more special 2, and this fight is over. And there we go. So after this, we teleport over. So I'm not sure if they're going to add in a final boss and just make it a choice of 3 mini bosses, or if they're going to end it with the choice of 3 bosses and then just essentially a blank tile like this to end out the quest. But yeah, I mean, so far, you know, like I said, I've done 2 paths so far, and I really liked both of them. I think Kabam did a good job in revamping this from the ground up. Please let me know what you think in the comments. You know, do you like what Kabam did? Do you not? Drop a comment below, and hopefully we'll be back in the next couple of days as they unlock the rest of the quests. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Have a good one.